line. Number Yusuf. Yusuf Hadija Abubakar. Absent for this induction and you will not be part of it. Please create. Okay, Hadija. Who? No, that's not right. Oh, it's not yet. So, Kato, oh, Aliu, Billy, Manu, Biliaminu, Aliu, absent. Ishaku has Asia Ishaku. Ishaku Fulani. Ishaku Fulani.
Isiaku Fulani.
Is Ishaku Fulani absent? Okay. Gift Nneka. Haruna Ramatu.
Haruna Ramatu. Haru.
Okay. We've called Haruna Maratu. Where are we now? Okay. Mohammed Zainab Makarafi.
Mohammed Zainab Makarafi.
Are you the one? Please come here. In front of Haruna. Who is Haruna Ramatu? Who is Zainab Makarafi? Okay. Haruna is behind. Okay. Mohammed Ibrahim. I saw him. Yes. Eh? No, it's not. Where are we now? No, it's not Isa Isao. We've called this person. It's Mohammed Mahood. Muhammadu Musa Ibrahim. Isa Aisha. Ademus. Okay. Where do we stop? Isa Aisha is on the queue. Okay. What? Okay. Ademu Siroma Abubakar Jimmy. Okay. Where are we now? Abubakar Jamilu. Okay, correct. Mohammed Marian Aminu. Saliu. Okay. So Danjuma. Is Danjuma around? Please, if you are around, just say present. You are following, please. Danjuma. Behind Saliu. So, who? Where do we stop? Oga. Yes. Correct. No, it's from this side now. Yes. What's your name, ma? Eh? Okay. Yes. Yes. It's at the back, so we can just inform everybody, follow the number that is here. So that it's eh? We are only looking at according to the number. No, don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Who is Yusuf Fatima? Mohammed Hafi. Yusuf. Okay. Yusuf Fatima has gone. Mohammed Adan. Is he around? Halira. Okay. Correct. Aliu. Marian Sani. Yusuf Yonana. Correct. Mohammed, Sophia, Usman, Ahmad, Amina, Abdullahi, Aminu, Isa. Amina. Okay, who is Aminu? Fiza, Isa. Okay, correct. Jamila Sali, Abdullahin, Abi. Okay. So Marafa, Adara, Suleiman, Isa, Dahiru, Abu Salam, Baru, Aminu, Abdullahi, Halima, Mohammed, Almani, correct. Sehu, Zainab, Abbas, Ashu, Saidia, Auta.
After
Okay. Wait, sir. Where did we stop? What's your name? Eh? Yaya. Number 35. Okay. Yes. Go. Yes. Ibrahim, Abba teacher, Mohammed Idris, Nasiru, Aisha, Nasiru, Shaibu, Abdulaziz, Aisha Bint, Rabiu. Okay. Rabiu, Ashuru. Okay. Ajura, Jubrin, Abdulazaz, Bashir Mohammed, Ademu Abubakar Gwazo, Sefu Marian. Okay, correct. Lawa Mutala, go. Kashin Ibrahim, Hassan Marian. Are you there? Correct. Where did we stop? Okay. No. Where are we? What number is that? Faiza Aliu Ademu. Saki Fanda Bashir. Saki Fada. Hello, Austin. Hi, I am. Oh, I'm coming. Wait. Where did we stop, my friend? 51. Okay, Isa Ibrahim Babangida. What of Hosseini Umar Ademu?
Hosseini Umar.
No, but it's not our word. Except we want us to mark the person absent. Okay, Isa Ibrahim 52. Babangida. Isa Ibrahim. Babangida. Okay, correct. Mohammed Isa, Abdulaziz Amina Gambo, Mohammed. Okay, Mohammed Kasimu, Asum Amina Us, Nasidi Batulu Kabil, Hassan Hamisu, Ademu Madi. Okay, Aminu Umar, Abubakar Awa, Datijo Joseph, Bagi, Haruna Sadiq, Haruna Rekia, Sani, okay. Jatua Emmanuel, Joshua Emmanuel, okay. Ibrahim.
Ibrahim Mohammed Sani.
Wait. The Ibrahim. 67, okay. Tanko, Rhoda, Matthew Godwin, Didan, Wilson, Efe, Angela, Kabia, okay. Afili Peter, Sanusi Ayuba, Sanusi Mohammed, Okafo Stanley, Ejikeme, Musa Jafar, Awalu Suleiman, Musa Suleiman Guzu, okay. Sule Sajuru, Musa Sanusi, okay. Musa Sanusi, is he around? Has he gone? Okay, correct. Lawa Khadija Bello, Mel Sadiq, okay. Tom White, Gusa, Chigoze Uju Patrick, Ali Baba. David James, Talatu Mustafa, Abdullahi Rabiutu, okay. Shigaz Suleiman, Mohammed Ment Ibrahim, Shugu Wangel Johanna. See, those people that stay there, they should come to Huzafa Ahmad Mohammed, Chadon Mohammed, Chado Mohammed, Balaribe Manil, Hassan Usman, Moses Joy, Akunde Lovina Augustine, Babangida Mohammed, Suleiman Ibrahim Yakubu, Shehu, Abdullahi Marian Yusuf, Musa Babayo Usman, Galba Awa Mohammed, Mukaya Usman Shehu, Usman Hanza, Umar Farouk Idris, Nuhu Fatima, Yusuf Saidu, Abdullahi Nasiru, Abubakar Hafa Aliu, Hosseini Umar Daji, Mohammed Dauda Baba, Bura Gambo, Isa Ado, Dama Togman Stephen, Iwa Suleiman, Inuwa Kabiru, Sani Mutal, Tam Michael Bibi, Yakubu Cynthia, Musa Dalu, Isa, okay. Galadima Awa Chiroma, Yaba Momuso Adam, Chibon David, Ahmed Mohammed, Dayab, Abba Inua, okay. Haliru Amadu, they are flowing, right? Okay, I'll soon be done now. Dairu Mohammed, Ishaku Isa, Galba Shemu, Galba Samson, Usman John, Umar Zainab, Abubakar Usman, Manil Mohammed, Kabir Fatima Idris, Mustafa Abubakar, Babi, Mohammed, Ishak Umar, Yusuf Yunusa, Jima Ademu Mutal, Umar Idris, Yahaya Magaji, Lawa Sagi, Usman Aisha Sabo, Aliu Yusuf, Sani Kama Atiku, Ismaili Mohammed, Abu Karim Nasiru, Abba Ali Alaji, Abubakar Abdullahi, Yusuf Fatima, Mohammed Hosseini Yusuf, Haladu Mutala, Ibrahim Jamil Mohammed, Ibrahim Jamila Mohammed, Zena Amina Umar, Bisiruyu Bashir, Al-Hassan Abubakar, Ishaku Fatima, Haruna Maina, Ahmed Ibrahim, Zena Fana Umar, Sani Basira, Ojo Babalola Olasola, okay, Ismail Fatima, Suleiman Jabil, what is it? Pansheka, Yaro Amina, Abubakar Yakubu, Umar Yusuf, Musa Aminu Hanza, Nuhu Musbah Mohammed, Sunday Moses, Habaku Richel Adamaku, Suleiman Musbah, Adimuku Samuel Chibike, Onochukwu Veria Chinasa, Mbuto Fred,
Mboto.
Francis, Quinta, Gabriel, Flora, Chukwu Rachaz, Chukwu Goze. Okay, Ekpo Sudesi, okay. Anzaku, Ovi Godfred, Anzaku Paul, Azenda Teso Emmanuel, Eke Chizuba, Mohammed Kabiru, Esu, Nnanke Iroma Agnes, Ahmed Shehu, Barau Mohammed, Umar Ahmed Ademu. What is this? Tionyon James Va, Mohammed Al Hassan, Salen Gladys, Shaibu Rabiu. Okay, correct. Rabiu Abu Salamu, Arigi Usman, Ademu Salisu, Amadu Bartholomew, Joshua Musa, Amos Rose. What is this? Abu Karim Fatima, Ademu Bilia, Liman Jibrin Dako, Bawa Umar, Saidu Abubakar, Olorode, correct. Olorode, Simisade Glory, Unduka Grace, Salisu Ibrahim, Turu Mohammed, Damen Loki, Abubakar Halim Musa, Yahaya Yewa Yakub, Abdu Abubakar, Umar Ibrahim, Oluyemi, Oluwatomidele for Victoria, Musa Ibrahim, Laniyo Dami Lare, Hassan Namite, Lisa Zenab Olutoya, Lasisi,
Lasisi Olatayo.
Where are we now? Adegbola Olukemi, Oluwakemi, Ifeanyi for Chizuba, Alexandra. Abu Fatah, Rakia, Mohammed. Abu Latif. Daudu, Olugbemi Joseph. Bakari, Ayola Moses. Kazin, Shadrach, Bamidele. Shonibare Sherif. Akinyola, Olufonke, Priscilla. Itua, Kayode, Olufunke. Amusu, Francis. Okay. Ayowade, Blessing. Ilebami, Ayowade, Blessing. Ojukunle, Afolabi. Omolulu, Adenike. Ume Peter. Oladipo. Correct. Where are we? Adebayo. Aderunke. Liman. Mumina. Yahaya Umar Faruk. Ahmed Abubakar. Ilyasu Ahmed Dambo. Mohammed Abdullahi. Usman Mohammed. Liman Yusuf. Yes. Onu Florence. Ene. Sowa Mohammed. Abubakar Musa Mohammed. Ada Zembe Harry. Adeoye Richel. Abubakar Nafisa. Sani Mohammed. Surajo. Hassan Bello Aliyu. Ugo Elias. Olawale Ibrahim. Abudulamin Mohammed. Okonkwo Chiamaka Judith. Adegboke Adeola. Umar Abdullahin. Umar Samsudin Rabiu. Mohammed Suleiman. Yakubu Lawa Ibrahim. Ademu Abdullahi Adam. Abdullahi Mohammed Baba Doko. Adoko. What's your name, Baba? Well, what number are we now? Okay, Suleiman Mohammed Mudi. Haruna Salisu Usman. Sanusi Ismail. Mohammed Ademu Lawa. Mohammed Ademu Ahmed. Aminu Ahmed. Ahmed Sani Ibrahim. Mutala Nasir. Is he there? Okay, thank you. Good. Somebody will attend to you. Mohammed Bello. Ademu Baba. Shehu Usman Dan Dogondaji. Ilyasu Mutala. Bello Ahmed Kago. Shadrach Zechariah Victor Arome. Oyewusin Rafiu. Rifos, okay. Mohammed Bala. Michael Uwema Prudence. Ogbanga Belema. You know who you are following? Eh? What is your name? Abdulrahman Badamisi. Abubakar Ahmed, Balatisu, Seiki Rafia Nasir, Yusuf Anas, Oketosi Mary, Warrior Oroma Insurance, Oreabo Joshua, Ayodele, Ajewale, Emmanuel, Chukure, Chijoke Aisha, Ahmad, Fuad, Said, Amina, okay, Aminu Umar Mohammed, Raji Oyebisi, what is this? Samakiwa Emmanuel, Nasiru, Aishatu, Umar Khadijat Kaburu, Salisu Hawa, Abdullahi Zaharadin, Ahmed Atiku, Tale Binta, Lawa, Liman Ibrahim, Abdullahi Manil, Maher Abdurrahman, Tinjani Amina Musa, Musa Sanusi, Lawali Kabiru, Tinjani Ahmed, Musa Rabi, Sabo Musbau, Nababa, Nura, Ibrahim Abdulamin, Sanusi Ishak Awa, Fema, Khalid, Abdulamin Sabo, Emmanuel, Chinonso David. Ede Caleb. Just about 20. So what's your name? Ede Caleb.
Hello.
Okay. Tinjani,
Hello. Dear parents,
Tinjani Sekina,
please, I want
Madawaki Aishatu, Mohamedu
this place,
Sulat, okay.
please, this
Ademu
place,
Simon.
and this place evacuated. Find seats at the back there. Please, don't be annoyed. Your words are coming. Come. Madam. Start here. Start here. Parents, don't be annoyed. No, you move this way. If you'd like, you move this way. Oh yeah, start here. Start here. Okay. Hold on. Go behind. Start here. Start here. Wait. Please come. Who is the person before him?
Madawaki Aishatu.
Are you before him?
Okay. Sulat. Okay. Ademu Simon has gone. Ureke Eleho. Ubele Suleiman. Aliyu Muhammad Ahmed. Yahuza Isa Mekudi. Obeisance Faith Sani Shakirat. Ahmed Sadiq Haruna. Mustafa Jafaru. Jaja Blessing Gospel. Gali Usman. Abubakar Mohammed. Lawa Nasiru. Ado Rekia. Absent. Tewase Isaac. Haruna Mohammed. Taku Marian Umar. Mohammed Abubakar. Haruna Yusuf Ibrahim. Emmanuel Favor.
It is important that you people know the way you enter. You know there's a divide here. Abi? Like that. Madam, can I have your ears? Officer, a sequence in which we have arranged it. That's the sequence in which you will be called. You understand? Please, let's maintain it. We're starting behind schedule, but I can assure you we will finish on schedule. Hello. If you are not seated, please, you can leave. Don't come. No, 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 no. If you don't have a seat, you can leave. You can leave. You're not. No. I said. We have finished. No new person coming. No new person coming in. New person. Inductees, you are welcome once more. Please, when the registrar and his entourage come, we all stand. Huh? You are still inductees. You're not scientists. Once the registrar comes, you all stand. And you remain standing till he tells you to sit. Okay. Is there any inductee that doesn't have a brochure? Indicate. Count, so that you give them brochures. Inductees. Just count. I didn't tell you to take it. Just count. Count. You don't do. They have finished their own. This was a Can we rise? Can we rise? Can we rise? Can we rise? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding. If you're on this arena, please be upstanding. The purpose, the reason that we are here this morning is about to be activated. The Registrar CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria is coming in with his entourage. The procession, you can see the chairman of the governing board is leading the pack. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Chairman, you're welcome, sir. The special guest of honor, Professor A. Guazo, is here. The Registrar CEO, Dr. Tosan Erabo, is seated, and other dignitaries. Please, please keep standing till they are seated. Please, the board member, sit next to the chairman of the board. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the golden arena of the MLSCN house, the diagnostic house. You are welcome to the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Today, we are gathered to witness a very momentous occasion, which is the 7th induction of foreign graduates of medical laboratory science. You're all welcome from far and near, and I welcome you on behalf of the Registrar CEO, Dr. Tosan Erabo, and the top management committee of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. We have to start this program in earnest because I am under directive to ensure that this program does not last beyond 2 hours. We have already spent a while you were having your photo shots. I'm glad you were able to do that. I've seen some of the pictures already on Facebook. So now it is business. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DJ, I hope the national anthem is ready. If the national anthem is ready, we will have the national anthem. After the national anthem, we'll be upstanding to take the national prayer. The national prayer is the second stanza of the national anthem. So, Mr. DJ, if you're ready, please, may we rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Please, may we take the national prayer. That's the second stanza of the national anthem. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. So help us, God. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start by introducing some of the dignitaries for a start. It is a continuous process, so as I get fed in with more information, I will also update. In the meantime, I have said that I'm standing here not by my power or strength, but by the authority of the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. That is Tosan Erabo. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the high table already seated the chairman of today's occasion, and he is also the chairman of the governing board of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. And that's no other person than Professor M.Y. Gwazo. Please, can you put your hands together for the chairman of the board? Thank you. Today is your day, and you're all decked in very wonderful apparels. To complement all that, you've got to make everything very exciting, except when you are taking your oath. When you are taking your oath, it's very serious business. If you are caught laughing at that time, my hand no day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also a special guest of honor. And I am privileged to introduce to you Professor A. Gwazo. Okay, you took it off my mouth. Professor Gwazo is the president and founder of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria in both Niger and Nigeria. He is the special guest of honor of this occasion. In other words, he is the guest of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Please, can you applaud him one more time? I have already introduced the registrar. He is the occasion, and the occasion, power flows directly from his veins. If he just eyes me now, I will disappear from this podium. But just for the records, let me once again introduce the tail-brazen registrar and CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Tosan Erabo Wakili Sapta. He is, when they describe him as the icon of hope, a trailblazer. You know, when somebody blazes trail, he is a leader among leaders. of what you are seeing. You are enchanted by what you can see here today. Please, you will join me in putting another round of applause to the registrar. Big things happen, but big things do not happen by themselves. People make big things happen. Thank you very much. Please, I will take more introductions as we go on. But in the meantime, I would introduce the guest lecturer of today's occasion. Before I introduce the guest lecturer, as my brain can on its own without waiting to be fed back, has informed me, I have Professor M.F. Use. He is seated there. He's a mentor. He is a leader, a former national president of this association. He's a professor among professors. Please, ladies and gentlemen, loudly applaud Professor M.F. Francis. Professor M.F. Use. Welcome, sir. We are always pleased to have you in our midst. I had said before I make progress with other introductions so that we don't spend the day only on introductions. So I have the privilege of introducing the guest lecturer of today's occasion. The man who will give you a glimpse, a snippet of what it takes to be inducted and to be unleashed out there. Go ye forth and conquer. Somebody is here today with the compass that he will hand over to you so that when they say go left, you don't begin to go right. So ladies and gentlemen, that guest lecturer is a man after my own heart, Dr. Osareti Abonlaho. Please rise wherever you are. You didn't clap very loudly. Is it because there will be no exam after that? Guest lecturer, fa. You don't know whether there will be exam after. So please behave. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, the program informs me. I said I will come back to further introductions. But in the meantime, to please make progress, we have to take the chairman's opening remarks. Professor Kwazo, the chairman of the occasion, the chairman of the governing board of the council. Sir.
Thank you. The special guest of honor, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gorzo. You can see that today's day is for Gorzo. The chairman is Gorzo. The special guest of honor is Gorzo. Member of the Governing Board of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Manir Aliyu. Our Golden and Digital Registrar, Dr. Sir Tosan Irabo. The management team of Mariam Abacha University, Mariam Abacha American University, management team of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, our father and mentor, the former president of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, our resource personnel who have taken the trouble, the patience in getting you through the ABCD of the training, my colleagues in the profession, parents and guardians of our students, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, I am delighted to stick to the time I have been given. I've just been given 2 minutes to speak as a chairman, and as an obedient servant, I will really comply. Today is a special day for me. Not because I am the chairman of the occasion, but because I am in the presence of somebody who has invested so much for education, and he has honored to bless this occasion, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo. As I was telling my colleagues before coming here, I would like you to visit Kano and visit his school to see his little investment. I'm not going to talk about what he has done in terms of social services, not only to my people in Kano, but to the entire nation. Coming back to my colleagues, or those who will soon be going to be my colleagues who are really the inductees, I would like, first of all, to congratulate your parents for the huge investment in you, huge investment in your education that brought you up to this level today. And therefore, you have to understand that when you live here as my colleagues, you have to protect the integrity not only of your parents, but of this profession. Dr. Obalangho is going to tell you so much about the do's and don't do's, to be candid, as we are in an era whereby we are fighting quackery. You have to understand why you have to spend more time in Nigeria to be conversant with not only the diseases available, but the use of equipment here that are available in Nigeria. I will always recall my Vice Chancellor, who is the current NUC Executive Secretary. Somebody came to him looking for a favor for somebody to be admitted into these medical sciences. He said, your child must get the prerequisites for him to be admitted. And he insisted. He said, I want you to be candid and sincere. If you go to the hospital and you are told this is the medical personnel who was qualified to get admission and training, and this is the one who has been given a favor to graduate, whom will you entrust your patient to? He said, of course, the person who has gotten the prerequisite training. And I'm happy you have all gotten the prerequisite training and you will help us in fighting quackery in our profession. I would like to congratulate all of you for getting through the rigor of the training and also succeeding in passing the prerequisite examination, which qualifies you now to be a member of this noble profession. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Professor Muhammad Yawa Gwarzo. Thank you for those remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you heard, could you please appreciate him one more time? Please, to move forward, when I introduce the special guest of honor, Professor A. Abubakar Gwarzo, the president, founder of Miriam Abacha American University. I noted that he did not come alone. he has some dignitaries who accompanied him. You know, the big masquerade does not move alone. It is not seen anywhere for a big masquerade to move alone. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to introduce Professor Sanusi Magaji, the acting president, Miriam Abacha University, Kano. He came with the president and founder. Thank you, sir. You're welcome to MLSCN House. I also wish to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Adamu Kabiru Guzel, the HOD MLS, Miriam Abacha University. Okay, you are a familiar face. I can see it. Before you stood up, they were already applauding. You must be doing certain things good. Thank you. All right, the president founder of Miriam Abacha University also came with his media team. You know, these are members of the fourth estate of the realm, so we acknowledge them. I can see some of them here. They know how to do 22nd century coverage, not 21st, 22nd. So, Tubles and his colleagues, you're all welcome. Please appreciate them and appreciate every member of the press or media that is here today. Please, wherever you are seated, you are appreciated. We are happy to have you in our midst. Now, moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to acknowledge the presence of the coordinators of this program at various centers. These are people who work very hard to ensure that the vision of the council for this program materializes. They make so much sacrifice, and council is always appreciative of that sacrifice. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge the presence of Omakaro Evelyn from University of Benin Teaching Hospital. Madam, thank you very much. Thank you. You see, the reward of a teacher is not only in heaven, your own has started here now. You can go to the bank with that applause. I happily acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Eze Theodora Yu. If I call the next person and you applaud like that, I'll become a teacher. I'm saying it now. If you applaud the next person like this, I'll move over there now. Madam Eze, you are welcome. I wish to also acknowledge Mr. Odekami A. Adeshino. He is representing Mrs. Kemi Olateru Olagbegi, the coordinator of UCH Ibadan. Okay, calm down now. Be calming down, Mama. All right, thank you. I like the vibe, you know. You guys, you rock. I also wish to welcome the representative of the FSMLT Gombe, Abdusalam Yakubu. Malam Abdusalam Yakubu, all the way from Gombe. He represents the director in that center. Thank you, Malam Yakubu. You are a familiar face. You've come a long way. We always are happy to have you in our midst. Thank you so much for coming. Dr. Okafor Patrick. Doc, you're welcome. And that, I don't know, maybe it's you are tired that they're applauding. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have said earlier, as we get more information, we'll continue to update, because every person here that has bothered to turn up deserves recognition. Okay, Joss. Did he write it? Wait. Before they kill him. Okay, Olowu Frederick. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please, before they lynch me here for omitting, for daring, for having the temerity to even contemplate omitting their favorite's name, how dare I? Ladies and gentlemen, Olowu Frederick is from the Federal School of MedLab Technician. Jos. Where is he, please? Oh, you are the one causing this commotion. And I thought you were a pastor initially. Dr. Alhaji Suraju Akasim Mohammed from the Kano Center. And he's the secretary of the Coordinators Forum. Yeah, am I right? So you have a dual capacity here. Please applaud him again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for all your cooperation so far. Now, I hope I have not, in the meantime, omitted anyone. I will introduce the members of the top management committee of the council. You know, Shakespeare says, what affects us is treated last. They will understand, so that we don't muddle up anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told that I had not completed that part of the assignment, that Alhaji Aliyu Manir, who is a member of the governing board of the council, a member of the education committee of the board of MLSCN, was not introduced. And he is my employer. So you can see my job is already on the line. Please help me make this one a very loud applause. Go on. Please appreciate Alhaji Manir. So, thank you, sir. I think my job might be safer. From the way he smiled, I think he has forgiven me. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to make progress. Whatever we do today, we must be guided that this program is going to last only for 2 hours. I will ensure that happens, no matter what. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken the chairman's opening remarks. The next item is the induction lecture. I'm told that, you know, the lecturer is very, very cerebral. So we cannot give him a free rein here. So Dr. Abonlaho is preparing to take over this microphone to give you the compass that you might use to find your way in future. But I have one appeal. Dr. Abonlaho knows so much. Please, if you need to take notes, you are free to do that. Dr. Abonlaho, please, you are welcome. You are invited to that's Dr. Osarity Abonlaho is an assistant director in the inspection department of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. When I say doctor, I mean as in PhD. Dr. Abonlaho, sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Standing on the well-established protocols, but I most duly acknowledge and appreciate this privilege given to me by the chairman of the governing board and the registrar, chief executive officer of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, to speak on this occasion because they are the custodian of the ethics of the medical laboratory science profession in Nigeria. So what I'm privileged to do today is what has been bequeathed to me, and I've been allowed to say that standing on their shoulder. And I promise to do that responsibly. Thank you very much, sir. I don't want to take this privilege for granted. Having established that, I want to say good afternoon or good morning and welcome everybody to this occasion. I'm addressing specifically the inductees. And if you have never taken anything very seriously in your lifetime, I want you to take this very, very, very serious. I might be compelled or directed to ask how much of the knowledge you gathered in the course of this very brief lecture. As part of those things that define us as medical laboratory scientists is speed and accuracy. We have a lot to talk about, but as a professional, a thoroughbred one, I would imbibe one of those virtues, speed and accuracy, in the course of this lecture. And I expect you to be very, very attentive, as every statement matters a lot in this presentation this morning. We're looking at overview of professionalism, the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria perspective. So before we move on, we need to appreciate what is medical laboratory science. This is one profession that has been well defined by the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Section 29A of the Medical Laboratory Science Council Act 2003, the law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, defined medical lab science as the practice involving the analysis of human or animal tissues, body fluids, excretions, production of biologicals, design and fabrication of equipment for the purpose of medical laboratory diagnosis, treatment, and research. Section B of that section proceeds to tell us the various specialties in medical laboratory science. So by way of introduction, medical laboratory science practitioners play a vital role in healthcare delivery, contributing over 70% of the information needed for clinical decisions on prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and management of patients. Therefore, it became more imperative for professionals to practice and conduct researches in accordance to lay down professional ethics. Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria has zero tolerance for unethical and substandard practice. Therefore, what is a profession and who are professionals? Just like we have mentioned, the medical laboratory science is a prestigious profession, but we need to know what is a profession. A profession is an assemblage of occupation which entails important services committed to serve the public in a special market relationship distinguished from a trade. When did an occupation becomes a profession? An occupation becomes a profession when a group of individuals, just like we are seated, sharing the same occupation, organize to work in a morally permissible way or work to support a moral ideal. That is when an occupation becomes a profession. Members of a profession set and follow special standards for carrying out their occupation work. These special standards are morally binding to professed members of the profession. It is not optional. It is not discretional. It is not at your will. The moment you take an oath and you become a member of a profession, you are bound to work according to the ethics of that profession. Who then is a professional? A professional is therefore a member of an occupational group who, just as you are about to do, accepts the profession's agreement, which is the code of conduct, to work in a morally permissible way, often expressed as a code of conduct, as determining in part the obligations of the role. A professional exercises judgment in the performance of occupational task. He or she do not do it the way he feels, and follows relevant professional standards. A professional sees other members, including those employed elsewhere, as peers and colleagues. What then is ethics? Ethics gives precise guidance and direction for action in concrete situations, and they require ethical reasoning. A moral guide that guides the professional and personal conduct of all regulated members of an institution and communities to the public. Ethics are the principles by which professional performance is hinged upon. That is to say, as a professional, from this day, you must practice according to the ethics. And the day you carry out an action outside the ethics, you are considered to have heard, and your attitude is seen to be unethical, and this attracts disciplinary action to the extent of withdrawal of professional license by the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. You remain a professional to the extent that you conduct yourself in line with the ethics of the profession. Ethics are inspirational. They are value-oriented guidelines expressing the most honorable ideas to which professionals should aspire. Ethics are sourced from authorities such as the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria Act. The governing bodies of the MLSCN are the custodians of ethics of the medical laboratory science profession in Nigeria. What then are the responsibility and accountability expected of a professional, especially that of the medical laboratory science profession? Integrity is key. Quality is key. Transparency of work and compliance to regulations. A professional must be regulated. A professional must have integrity. A medical laboratory scientist must work qualitatively. It is not just that I've done this work, but I have done it qualitatively in line with what? Standards. So why do we talk about ethics? Ethics seeks to fight falsehood in professional practice. It fights professional incompetence and lack of self-improvement. Violation of privacy and protection, because patients' information gets to you by the privileged position of being a medical laboratory scientist. It becomes necessary for you to keep those things private and confidential. Ethics fights lack of compassion. We are in a health profession. We must be compassionate and have love and empathy for those that come to meet us. Most times, nobody is happy to be in the hospital. So at the time you see them in their distress state. You must be compassionate to help at all times. Ethics fight lack of interest in well-being of patients. It fights violation of human rights and violation of autonomy. What then is professional ethics? Professional ethics define the profession's special relationship to the marketplace, where members earn livelihood in performing professional roles and in accepting certain standards. At this junction, dear inductees, let me gladly inform you that professional ethics is a necessity for medical laboratory science practice. It is not optional. The adherence to the professional ethics in medical laboratory science practice is a necessity, which is not negotiable for all professionals. What we mean by necessity is a must do. Hello? It involves the general ethical principles are applied for the best interest of the patients, and for the patient's welfare is chiefly what? Importance. Then, as a medical laboratory scientist, professionally, you are expected to carry out your investigation both at the pre-analytical phase, where you're collecting your samples, at the analytical phase, where you are carrying out the investigation on the samples that you have collected, and the post-analytical phase, where you are doing the report of the investigation that you have conducted. You are expected to make sure that there is internal quality control. You must practice with making sure that all those things that check your activities and make sure the results you are giving out are correct. You must put them in place. And this we call internal quality control in the medical laboratory. You must have a trust relationship with patients. Oh, you can see that fine lady? She's HIV positive. No. What you know by virtue of your work must be kept as a professional. There are procedures that require informed consent, especially during blood transfusion. This must be sick before they are carried out. There should be accurate reporting of laboratory results. A medical laboratory scientist is an organized person from start to finish of the work. There is no loose end in our practice. From the moment you are handling the sampling to the point you are dispatching the result, you must ensure accuracy, organization. Any error along this chain can affect the outcome of the result and the treatments that the patient that we are about to manage. You must ensure as much as possible correct interpretation of results for patient best interest. Ensure appropriate sample and records collection, storage, and retention. And what this implies is that your knowledge of the trade that you are into as a professional must be top-notch. A medical laboratory scientist, to pride yourself as one dignified, you must be rich in knowledge. What distinguishes a medical laboratory scientist is the competence that he or she possesses. The rich knowledge that he or she puts into the practice is a lifelong learning profession. And if you are lazy to learn, if you are lazy to acquire new skills, if you are lazy to acquire new technology, you are not fit to be a medical laboratory scientist. A medical laboratory scientist constantly craves for knowledge. And this you must compulsorily do from this day henceforth. You must have respect and dignity for others. Medical laboratory science professionals must value and protect the welfare and dignity of all individuals. Respect is very key in this profession. Respect for professional colleagues, respect for patients, respect for constituted authority, respect for other members of the health team. Respect is key. As a medical laboratory scientist, you must respect your seniors at all times. I can't remember the last time I will sit down and a senior colleague will be addressing me. I cannot imagine me sitting down to greet a senior colleague. It is unethical. Once a professional colleague walks in, you stand up and accord he or she the respect. Regardless of his status economically, we are talking about professional. I do not, as a medical laboratory scientist, talk rudely to my senior colleagues. It is forbidden in this profession, and it is an unethical attitude. Respect for your colleagues equals the same respect transcends to your junior colleagues. Respect in this profession is up and down, and it is something you must carry on. We observe with dismay lately that some of our junior colleagues have lost this, and thank God the council is doing the needful to address this gap in professional respect. You must also respect other members of the healthcare industry. The industry we operate in a multidisciplinary nature. You have other professionals that you must mandatorily work with. And if you don't have respect for them, you will not enjoy your practice as a medical laboratory scientist. Superiority or inferiority mentality is forbidden. We are peers, co-equals in the industry. And as I'm standing, I'm a proud medical laboratory scientist. That is my calling, and I do it with dignity. So I don't need to be a medical doctor. I don't need to be a nurse. I don't need to be a radiographer. I saw those options before I chose to be a medical laboratory scientist. And for the 18 years I've been practicing, I've enjoyed my profession. And I intend to enjoy it more and more. So take pride in what you do and respect others for what they do. Dignity is key. You must carry yourself with pride. You should, because the way you dress determine how you are dressed. I can't remember the last time I was talked down to by any member of the healthcare industry. But rather, with all humility, I've enjoyed respect because of the way I dress and conduct myself. Because I have a very robust knowledge of the profession I've chosen, they respect me equally. And that is the way to go. You must communicate effectively. Addressing issues must not be done in a disorganized manner. You can hear this, they will say, this person don't speak like a professional. That is to say, there is a way a medical laboratory scientist is expected to speak. There is a way a medical laboratory scientist is expected to write. That you went through the conventional university with somebody who read a single ONS course that is not called into a profession does not mean you will behave the way they behave. You have not completed your course of study, but you are yet to be called a medical laboratory scientist because you have not fulfilled the mandatory requirements to become a professional, one of which you are going through today. Today, you will be inducted as a medical laboratory scientist on a professional basis. You still need additional 1 year of internship to become a full-fledged medical laboratory scientist, just like I myself. Having gone through this all, your conduct, your attitude, your communication method must be distinguished from others. Hello? Your attitude must remain in an honest manner. A medical laboratory scientist is dependable, absolute dependability, and equitable. You are not discriminating. You don't need to know the person tribe. You don't need to know the color. You don't need to know the religion. You treat every patient that comes to you equitably. That is why you are not inducted into the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Southern Region or Northern Region. You are inducted into the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. You must practice as a Nigerian and you must be equitable. Hello? You must have a team spirit. Collaboration is a virtue to go on in the practice of medical laboratory science. You are not an island. You learn to work with members of the profession and others of other profession. We must continue to contribute to the development of this profession through collegiality, mentorship, self-development, and support for this institution. As a medical laboratory scientist, one of the duties I hold is to teach those coming after me. Mentor people. Same, you must mentor others so that we can continue to sustain the professional value. You must seek for knowledge on a continuous basis. You must develop your skill. A continuous professional development is a mandatory requirement for licensure renewal. The day you stop to learn, the day you cease to become a relevant medical laboratory scientist. Will you tell your neighbor, I want to remain a relevant medical laboratory scientist? In practice, you must practice safely. Ethically, you must have your lab coat put on, your personal protective equipment put on. There are certain things you don't do in the lab. You don't eat in the lab. You don't drink in the lab. You don't dress and do all manner of things that compromises your safety, that of the patient, other work members of the team, and the environment. You must follow all the safety precautions. You must promote excellence in the profession and practice within the scope of this what? Profession. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear inductees, in conclusion, let me quickly say that we recognize self-regulation as a privilege which individual members of the profession merit through adherence to the code of ethics and the standard of practice. For you to remain as a professional self-regulating, the country, the international community must see that you are consistently adhering to the code of ethics. And who does this? The members of the professed profession, which you are about to be. As a medical laboratory science professional, we must strive to maintain and promote standards of excellence in performing and advancing the art and science of the profession. We must preserve the dignity and privacy of others. We must uphold and maintain the dignity and respect of our profession. We must seek to establish cooperative and respectful working relationship with other health professionals. And you must continually contribute to the general well-being of the community. And ultimately, you must engage in continuous professional development. The active demonstration and commitment to this responsibility throughout one's professional life is a necessity to successful practice of this profession. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Osariti Abonlaho, delivering the induction lecture, which turned out to be the inaugural lecture. I knew it was going to be like that, but because there is so much packed in the young man's brain. But if you enjoyed listening to him as much as I did, you would appreciate him one more time. Thank you. Those who have ears, let them. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I had mentioned most respectfully the top management committee of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. But I didn't start reading out the names because I didn't want to encounter any, different pronunciations. You have to be very careful how you murder somebody's, especially the surname. So, ladies and gentlemen, believing that I'm better prepared now, I want to introduce Dr. Godwin Aikpitanyi Iditua, the Deputy Registrar Education and Administration. Doc, I hope I did not do too badly. Please bear with me. Thank you. He said I passed. Please, a round of applause. Thank you very much. Another member of the TMC, the indefatigable TMC, is Dr. Ophelie Donald, the Deputy Registrar Accreditation Services of MLSCN. Please applaud him. He's there. That's a prof, the only professional they call him. And he's also a professor and a doctor. Everything you want. Thank you, Dr. Ophelie. Uchuno Gregory, a member of the TMC in charge, that's the Director, Medical Laboratory Scientists, Regulation and Discipline. He is the host of this occasion. You have seen him a few times. Mr. Uchuno, that's the man of the moment. You've seen him all over the place trying to make sure everything goes according to plan. Dr. Akinlabi Akinwale is the Acting Director, Health Laboratory Planning, Research and Statistics Department. Dr. Akinlabi, please bear witness that I called his name. Just bear me witness that I introduced him. You know I'm a feminist. Did you know that before now? I'm always very sensitive when it comes to gender balance. So my honor and privilege to introduce Mrs. Ede Ine, the Acting Director of Examinations Department. Madam, I hail. Thank you very much. Mrs. Onakalo is in charge of, that's the Acting Director, Medical Laboratory Technicians and Assistants, Regulation and Discipline. Madam, I hail also. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, those are the ones present. You cannot shave a man's hair in his absence. So I will stop with those that I can physically see here now. But before I round up, I am the least of the servants of God. I am a member of the TMC, the Acting Director in charge of Corporate Affairs. My name is Ragsi Ekwebelam. Please applaud. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we need to make progress. But before I call on the presentation of inductees by the department in charge, that's Medical Laboratory Scientists, Regulation and Discipline, I am to remind you that the Code of Conduct, the copy is in your hands. You have them. Please, if you have your Code of Conduct, raise your hand. Raise it in the air. If you haven't got, don't worry, you will get. But if you have already, do not start completing the form. Do not fill anything. So that where they say status, you don't begin to write single, or we are not matchmaking anybody here. So please leave the form as it is for now until further notice. That's how they say it in civil service, till further notice. Thank you very much. Now, having said that, I will invite the director of the Medical Laboratory Scientist Regulation and Discipline, who is also the host of the occasion, Mr. Gregory Uchuno, to please come and present the inductees to the Registrar CEO, Dr. Tosan Erabo. Please encourage, appreciate, applaud as they come out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ragzi. I didn't hear you clap. Oh. It's me. Clap well so that this thing can move on. Yes. Okay, you people don't to clap, eh? Okay. Fine. My chairman, my special guest of honor, my golden registrar, all other protocols observed, our lovely and hardworking parents, inductees, please rise. We are going into the main business. Everything you say, everything you recite will be held against you in future. So if you know you don't want to recite it, you can step aside. This is serious business. The Golden Registrar. It is my privilege and my duty and also my honor to introduce to you the newest, the chassis, the brightest, the one and only new inductees into the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Indeed, we are glad. The registrar, sir, I present the inductees to you.
Hello. Before we go into the program proper, if we are happy today, we want to show our parents, we want to show our special guest of honor, the coordinators, that today will be medical laboratory scientists. I want us to appreciate God for what he has done in our life. In doing that, we must shake our body. Are we going to do that? Okay. Everybody.
And towers. Mastercraft on the beat.
Every day by day, I just dey send it to go. Everything I do, we just dey penetrate.
The reason we must thank God today, for 5, 6 years now, some of us went to Sudan, went to Canada, US, Niger, traveling by road, by air. The good Lord has seen us through. Here we are today, celebrating. What else? That to say, Baba God, I thank you. That is the essence. Thank you so much for joining me in this happy mood, because it's not easy for one profession to admit 339 graduates into a profession at a go. I also want to let all of us know that this event is being streamed live. As of this last count before I came here, we have a total of 10,500 viewers worldwide. Why would us say, Baba God, thank you? So before the oath proper, I have a speech to admonish all of us supporting what our erudite speaker has just done before now. The chairman of the occasion, our special guest, my heads of department, our dear coordinators, the guests that came with our dear special guest of honor, my staff that have made today a success, our dear parents, the inductees, members of the press. I am delighted to welcome you all to the 7th induction stroke oath-taking ceremony of foreign trade graduates of medical laboratory science at the headquarters of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. I welcome our guests, particularly the special guest of honor, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwazo, the president, founder of Mariam Abacha American University, Maradi, Niger Republic. We appreciate his continued contributions to the training of medical laboratory scientists, and we are proud to have him in our midst. Similarly, I heartily welcome the indefatigable chairman of the governing board, who is a mentor to us, also Professor M.Y. Gwazo. The event is dedicated to 339 inductees here present. We're having 338 from our training centers. We also have one student who missed her induction that is joining us today from University of Calabar. Put it together, 339 inductees. Therefore, I want to warmly welcome and congratulate them, their parents and guardians, as well as the coordinators of the various centers, on whose tireless efforts the council consistently relies to accomplish this crucial aspect of our mandate. In the same light, my commendation goes also to the department and unit heads of the education and examination departments for their innovations and commitments to the central coordination of the training program, as well as that of the Department of Medical Laboratory Sciences, Regulation and Discipline for organizing this magnificent event today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it might interest you to note that the governing board and the management of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria are committed to continuous improvements in the quality of training rendered by institutions to medical laboratory science profession in Nigeria. This is also applies to foreign trained graduates of medical laboratory science before licensure for practice in our dear country, Nigeria. Thus, according to the foregoing, MLSCA identified gaps in the training of graduates of foreign institutions that could impede their ability to function effectively within the health laboratory systems in Nigeria. Such gaps made the case for the continuous review of the recertification curriculum and training duration to assure quality in manpower development. Progressively, after the initial 6 months hospital-based internship program, the foreign graduate certification training started as a 7-month program in 2017 with 3 accredited training institutions. However, the program currently runs for 12 months with 7 approved training centers across the country. I think we should be able to appreciate MLS here. This is in addition to a mandatory 1-year internship program in the approved training institutions or facilities in Nigeria after induction with the presentation of professional license, which we'll be getting today. What we are trying to explain, we started hospital-based, no formal training. We started with certification for 7 months. Because of the gaps we saw, for you to enable to practice in Nigeria, we are not saying where you are coming from, you are not trained. But what you use in those other climes is not what is available in Nigeria. So we want you to adapt to made in Nigeria. Because the people you are going to be attending to are Nigerians, and the equipment you're going to be using might be quite different from what you were trained with. After seeing those gaps, we now said 12 months would be a better time. And not only that, we also felt that internship, like our Nigerian counterparts, will be part of the training. That is what we're having here today. I want to say thank you and congratulations for seeing yourself as the pioneer 12 months training of this foreign graduate training. Furthermore, examination papers are now marked centrally here in Abuja. The essence is to entrench transparency in the process and eliminate any form of compromise in the examination to assure the competence of those certified and licensed to practice as medical laboratory scientists in Nigeria. We will continue to review the program's contents and activities from time to time to ensure that continuously to fill the gaps. At this junction, it is important to mention that most of the inductees that are being graduated this afternoon are from Miriam Abacha American University, located in Maradi, Niger Republic. You'll be wondering, that might be the reason we are having the founder and president of Miriam Abacha American University. Sir, 2/3 of these people here today, you train them for us, and we are pushing them to the world for betterment of their life. Thank you for all the support, sir. It's also important for us to note that this young man has also established another university known as Miriam Abacha American University at the heart of Kano. I would say the heart is at the GRA of Kano. That is the latest he has done for this profession. For those that care, go and see what is in that place. When you see this young man, you will not call him a boy. You will not call him a young man. You will see that is up there. That is what Nigerians need now. Thank you so much, Professor Abdamugwazo, for the quality and the experts you have done in education. It's not only for medical lab. Medicine are requesting, please, can you establish medical school in our place? There's a faculty of law already there. Just name it. It's a man in the after my heart in terms of quality education. Thank you, sir. I hope Nigeria will be able to recognize and pay you back. Why it is apt to reiterate the commitment of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to quality medical science education. It is true that medical laboratory science program at Miriam Abacha University, Niger Republic, is not under the regulation of MLSCN. We don't have such powers because it's in another climb. The people that regulate and tell us that this university is approved is Federal Ministry of Education. Once they clear, MLSCN has no option than to accept you and you take through our program. We will not say because Niger is close to us, are we going to go to UK to go and say we want to accredit their program? Let's be wise and let's open our minds. As some of you may be aware, MLSCN was recently unveiled as an associate member of the International Accreditation Corporation, ILAC. That singular achievement and honor has put council among the Ivy League of internationally renowned accrediting bodies and placed our country's flag at an exalted stage. Furthermore, with the membership, any medical laboratory facility accredited by MLSN Accreditation Service in Nigeria is now accepted as accredited internationally. This is reflective of MLSN's sustained commitment to ensuring quality medical laboratory science practice in our country. The foregoing privilege also placed some responsibility on us, including continually benchmarking international best practices. In that regard, we have recently installed a fully automated license platform to ensure that the process of issuing the practice license to practitioners remain transparent, timely, and without the equivalencies associated with manual process. Fortunately, you will also be among those to obtain the annual practice license from their preferred location rather than coming to MLSCN headquarters. This will be for you when you finally finish your internship. You don't need to come to Abuja here. Wherever you are, just go to the website. Do the necessary computation. You must also pay, take note. Your license can be printed in your homes. My dear inductees, you will be the first to set to participate in the internship program before national service. Like I explained before, what you used to do, you go, when you finish today, we'll give you your license. Because of the gaps we have observed, we now said you must be part of the internship. The internship offers yet another opportunity for you to be a thoroughbred professional. Therefore, I look forward seeing you perform your duties with utmost courage and conviction in a manner that attests the holistic training you have experienced. You are part of the strategic goals of MLSA and the profession at large, as those of us currently at the end of affairs and are preparing to hand over the baton to the younger generation, which you belong. We have done our own, we have played our parts, and we are finishing very strong. You should be ready to take the baton from us. Therefore, endeavor to be a torchbearer for this profession and be guided by its ethical standards, like you were told earlier today. For he who must go to equity must go with clean hands. I urge you to remain deliberate in skill acquisition in the diverse areas of medical laboratory profession, far beyond the routines of medical laboratory practice. Please be assured of MLSN's support for your professional growth and advancement. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I wish to appreciate you all for contributing to the success of this event, and I wish you journey mercies back to your various destinations. Thank you so much. Now we are in the business proper. Will all the 339 students please stand? All. Are we ready? Please, with 339, I expect when you say yes or when you answer me, people at the secretariat over there will hear our voice. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. The first step, our shoulder, our right hand by our shoulder height. Everybody. Do we all have this code of conduct? Is there anyone who doesn't have this code of conduct that is here with us today? Because after this, I will not accept you coming in. That means you will join the next batch of inductees for foreign graduates. If we have gotten, is there anyone amongst us, because of our religion, because of what we believe, we cannot take this oath now? Can such a person please step forward? Is there anyone? So we are set to take the oath. We are not being coerced. Okay. Are you with me? I want to hear your voice. Are you with me? When I say I, you put your name. Is that clear? I'm not hearing. I pledge as a professional member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to always exercise my professional knowledge and skill with judgment and care for the benefit of the wider general public and in the interest of the users of thy service. Demonstrate the highest standards of conduct, honesty, and integrity in my personal and professional behavior. Understand recognize, and work within the limits of my professional knowledge, skills, and experience. Recognize the beliefs and values of the wider general public, the users of my service, and my professional colleague, treating them on a fair and equitable basis. Ensure the confidentiality of patients' information. Ensure that my own beliefs do not prejudice or compromise my ability to carry out my professional roles and duties. Maintain, improve, and keep up to date my professional knowledge and skills. Aid and support the development of medical laboratory science by education or retraining of professional colleagues, the users of the service, and the wider general public. Promotes the study and the activity of the medical laboratory science by promotion of the values, aims, and objectives of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Show due respect. Show due respect and gratitude to my teachers. Maintain friendly relations with my colleagues, and whenever possible, endeavor to teach students placed under my care. I, with your name, solemnly promise that as a registered member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, I will abide faithfully in all due loyalty by the rules of the council. So help me God. Can we appreciate these ones? Paparazzi, please, we are not through yet. Are you with me? Are you with me? By the powers conferred on me by Act 11 of 2003 as the #1 medical laboratory scientist in Nigeria and the registrar and chief executive of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, I, Dr. Tosan Irabo, hereby induct the 339 inductees that were present this morning to be inducted into the profession of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Congratulations. Are you with me? Are you happy? The chairman of the occasion and the chairman of the board, our special guest of honor, Professor A.B. Guazo, other distinguished members here present. I have the singular honor and privilege to present to you the newest medical laboratory scientist in Nigeria. Few minutes ago, they were being introduced as inductees. We are calling their centers, introducing some universities. With this singular pronouncement, sir, they cease to be students of those foreign schools. They cease to become students of the center. They are now qualified medical laboratory scientists. I say congratulations. With this singular pronouncement, sir, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce them to you as my professional colleagues. When the guest speaker was speaking to us, he said, medical laboratory science profession, the chairman is here, the custodians of the ethics, your coordinators are here. If you are happy that the atmosphere on which you were trained and the areas you were trained and it was comfortable, I'm going to take a bow to this high table and we will say thank you for all you have done. When I say take a bow, you do like this and say thank you for all you have done for us. Take a bow to the high table. Okay. Turn to the back. Everybody, turn to the back. We all know what it takes to get foreign exchange. But our parents make sacrifices to see that today is a reality. I'm going to say, Mommy and Daddy, thank you for all the support. Take a bow. Are we happy? Face me. Everybody face me. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. I say congratulations. You are welcome aboard. God bless everybody. Then the code that is with you, it is now you are going to feel it. On top, you are going to, is it your center? Or you are going to feel the center where you were trained. On the top like this. The center where you were trained, and you put your phone number. Everybody, you are going to do it now. There's a place for name. You put your names there. There's a place for signature. You will sign it. There's a date and there's a status. Status is associate. Status is associate. As you are feeling it, I will ask you to sit down now. You feel it. In the next 5 minutes, somebody will be with you to collect this code of conduct as you are seated. And also I want to let you know, you are not going to leave here without your logbook for your internship, your provisional license, your lapel pin, and the act that gives you a legal document that you are now a medical laboratory scientist. Please don't leave your seat. You are arranged as you are going to be given this document. So don't move. If you move, they will carry your document and give to somebody else because they are all been done. As we finish this program, the program is gone, and I look forward to see where your parents, your relations, your friends has put their canopy. I will join in the celebration of today. I want to say thank you so much. Outside. It's not here. Nobody has a canopy here. Not to us. Wherever they are, thank you.
Congratulations, Wakili Safta. You've done it again. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Registrar CEO. I said put your hands together for the Registrar CEO. Do you know what it means to be professional colleague of the Registrar? Huh? Thank you. Thank you, the Registrar CEO. The man of the moment, the man that makes things happen, You are the one in charge of the moving train of the council. Please, as I always say, all of you have been called right now to join the moving train of progress. But if you cannot join the moving train, please do not attempt to stand in front of a moving train. Are you with me? Hello, former students, now prestigious, noble, med lab scientists. Doesn't that sound lovely? Please put your hands together for yourself and accept my warmest congratulations. Thank you very much. While you are filling the forms, please, I am informed that you are not allowed to live with your code of conduct. Otherwise, it becomes your code of misconduct. So please listen. This is directive. You have become a lab scientist now. The era when you did as you pleased, that era is gone and gone for good. Now you are bound by ethical standards. Conduct, good conduct is very important. Now the registrar says you are not allowed to live with your code of conduct. You will submit them here before you leave. If they do the stock taking and they don't find your own, don't forget the ink. You might be new med lab scientist, but the ink is still drying gradually. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make progress, and I'm glad we are keeping to time. The next item is a very, very encouraging one. And I would implore everyone to please pay attention. It is the presentation of award. Presentation of award to the chairman of the governing board of MLSCN and the registrar stroke CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria by graduates of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria, of Niger. What this means is that these graduates have found the registrar and the chairman of the board worthy as to present them with this award. The award presenters, I hope you're ready because you know we're working with time. But actually, there are other names. Apart from Professor Muhammad Yawagwazo, the chairman, governing board of MLSCN, Dr. Tosan Rabo, the registrar CEO, MLSCN. There is Dr. Kabir Adamu, HOD, Medical Laboratory Science, Mariam Abacha, American University of Niger Republic. And fourth, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwazo, President and founder, Mariam Abacha, American University of Niger. So in the order of protocol, because I want to save Dr. Kabir Adamu's job, Dr. Kabir Adamu, they said you will come, they will present before the president and founder of the university. So I think in the order of protocol, when they finish presenting to the chairman of the board and the registrar, they will present to the president and founder before they present to the HOD. I'm doing this because I love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the awardees, please. It is not easy to do your best and be acknowledged publicly. The award is to be presented by the president of the Students' Union, right? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give you the mic. You call the person who will present and to who.
I stand on the existing protocol, sir. To present this award, it is my honor and privilege to call on some of our awardees. And to start with, we're going to present this award to Professor Muhammad Yelwa Gorzo. And to present that is our able professor, Professor Adamu Gorzo, the president and founder of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria. And alongside with that, we have a lapel pin which is decorated in the name of Mariam Abacha American University, which the president would also decorate our chairman governing council with.
Get the award first.
The second award is going to be presented to our Registrar and CEO, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Toson Erabo, and to present the award to him is our professor, founder and president of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria. And also, he would also be decorated with our lapel pins. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Yeah, she write it. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Toson Erabo, Registrar CEO, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, for your unwavering support and relenting guidance that helps in path to success in our great profession. You have been honored with much appreciation and guidance. Today, 11th May 2022. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
The next award is going to be presented to our own HOD of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria, in person of Dr. Kabiru Adamu. Where's the award? For him, sir. Let's read what is there. Let me read what is there. Go and bring that of Grozo. Go and bring that of Grozo. Thank you very much, sir. On this, I will present this award to you for your support throughout our program. Thank you very much, sir. Finally, sir. Finally, we are presenting an award to our own professor, the lover of youth, by name Professor Adamu Gorzo. The president, please let us give him a very loud round of applause. All my own students, please stand up and give our own president a very sound round of applause. Now, To present the award to him, I have the honor and privilege to call the Registrar and CEO of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, in person of, okay, in absentia, I will call the Chairman of the Governing Council, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, to present the award to our own Professor Adamu Abubakar Gorozo, the President Founder of Mariam Abacha American University. Before doing that, sir, you would be decorated with a lapel pin. Let me read. While you are being decorated, this award is presented to Professor Adamu Gorozo, the President and Founder of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria, in appreciation of unprecedented support and unwavering commitment to education of Nigeria and African youths. This award is presented today, 11th of May, 2022. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We would like to snap a picture with you there.
Thank you. Thank you, graduates of the Mariam Abacha American University in Niger. Deeply appreciating the chairman of the governing board of the council, MLSCN, the registrar CEO, the president and founder, Mariam Abacha American University, as well as the HOD, Dr. Kabiru. Please, ladies and gentlemen, some people have just been appreciated. Can you put your hands together and appreciate them one more time? It's always a good thing when you do your best and some people, even if it is one person, recognizes your efforts. It is an incentive to do more. So we thank the graduates of Mariam Abacha American University. All right, before we proceed, please, to receiving the graduates by the AMSIN, that is the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, I wish to please call on the special guest of honor, Professor Adamu Gorozo, the President and Founder, Mariam Abacha American University, to please give us his remarks. Prof, you're welcome.
Sorry, I have to start speaking in French based on my foundation as a bilingual professor. Le chef de comité de sciences laboratoires du Nigeria, mon frère, professeur Yeloua Mohamed Gorozo, le secrétaire général du laboratoire médical, monsieur Dr Tossin, les membres de cette organisation, les chefs de département des universités, mesdames et messieurs, chers étudiants, je me présente devant vous en tant que professeur Adamou Aboubakar Gwarzo, d'origine de Sabola Inkara, de arrondissement de Gwarzo, de l'état de Kano du Nigeria. Chers parents, je profite de cette occasion pour vous remercier, vous dire merci encore, merci, merci, merci. Vous avez fait de votre mieux. Vous avez utilisé vos ressources. Vous avez utilisé vos tous moyens pour éduquer vos enfants. Aujourd'hui, nous voilà devant nos étudiants. Comme souligné par M. Tosin Erabo, vous êtes des anciens étudiants. Je vous félicite. Je vous souhaite bonne chance. Et je vous encourage de faire la promotion de bilinguisme, de polyglotte. Ça pourra vous aider dans les institutions internationales qui en ont besoin, des bilingues, pour avancer votre profession qui s'appelle en anglais Medical Lab Science. Je profite aussi à dire merci, merci, merci beaucoup. Et fier, fier, fier de vous, les étudiants de Maradi, de la République du Niger. Vous avez la moitié de la population des admis. Ça, on n'a rien à dire au bon Dieu que de le dire merci, merci beaucoup. Et je vous souhaite bonne chance. The chairman of the Board of Medical Laboratory Science of Nigeria, my senior brother, Professor Muhammad Yalwagwarzo, my friend, a good man, Pan-Africanist, somebody who I respect much, who is not sectionalist, is not regionalist, patriotic, Monsieur Tosin Irabo, the Registrar of Medical Laboratory Science of Nigeria. HODs of various departments of Nigeria University, former students, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, I have the honor to receive the chairman of the board and the registrar of Medical Laboratory Science of Nigeria in our Nigeria campus in a blessed city of Kano. And in our meeting, I emphasize in bilingual education. You are all young. The future belongs to you. The future does not belong to us. The future belong of you. Let me tell you one thing. Most of my students, they used to tell me, I want to be like you. My reply is, you can be better than me. Because I could remember my professor, when I was doing my PhD in literature, he was telling me, Mr. Gwarzo, I want you to be better than me. So that's why if a student is telling me he wants to be like me, I always wish him, I want him to be better than me. So it's very important. And bilingual education, it is very important for you. You have a lot of international jobs waiting for you. But without being bilingual, you cannot secure the job. I could remember our former governor of Kano paid a visit in New York. He was asking, how many indigenous of Kano are working with the United Nations? The response was few, just one or two. He asked why. The reply was because they are not bilingual. Today, if you look at Adeshina, who is heading African Development Bank, he speaks French. Ngozi Uwela, who is heading the World Trade Organization, she speaks French. So, having French as a second language is very important for you. You will be a medical lab without border. We have a lot of opportunity internationally. Internationally, a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities. But you must have second language. Because the United Nations does not have a provision to give you an interpreter. So you must learn bonjour, 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 so that you should know a little bit knowledge of French. So it's very important for you. I know most of you are graduates of Cameroon, Sudan, Maradi, US, Canada, but unfortunately, none of you try to have a second language. But it's very bad and it's sad. Because in the future, you can get all the requirements, but without having the second language as international language, you will not be shortlisted. So it's very dangerous, and it's not good for a country like Nigeria, where we have a population of youths that we can train and send them to international market. They can be able to send off forests that can assist our economy to grow. If you look at India, what is happening? India, they are training international experts and selling them internationally. We can also do that in Nigeria. We have the resources. We have the resources. So we have a lot of youth coming up. So we need to train you as a bilingual, so that if you don't have job in Nigeria, you can have job in Cotonou, you can have job in Mali, you can have job in Ghana, you can have job in Cote d'Ivoire. So we have a lot of opportunities internationally. So you must make sure that you learn a second language that can assist you to secure that opportunity. If you look at the numbers, there's a statistic that we did the last 2 years. We have less Nigerians in international job. Even Cameroon, they have more numbers than Nigerians. Cameroon, they have more numbers than Nigerians. Let me be sincere to you. It's a data that a student that was doing a PhD in my school in international relations, I asked him to get me a data. How many Cameroonians are working in international organization? How many Beninese are working in international organization? At the end of the day, Cameroon, they have 10 times than Nigerian international workers. So it's sad. You are well trained. You are well trained. But you need to promote your color. That's Nigeria. That is Nigeria. That is Nigeria. And my advice for you also, you should work like your registrar. Your registrar doesn't have a state, doesn't have a country. He believe in the right thing. So he believe in the right thing. Look at what is happening. Most of the graduates are northerners and foreign. They are northerners because of Mariam Abacha American University. And the registrar did not oppose. It doesn't mind. As far as you are qualified, your license is going to be given to you. That is a great achievement. That is the kind of people we need to rule Africa, not even Nigeria. Not even Nigeria. We need such kind of people to rule Africa, to change the mindset to people that are not regionalists. Because All the problem we are facing in this country is regionalism problem. So the registrar is telling regionalism goodbye. He believes in Nigeria. So that's why I believe in him, because he believes in Nigeria. So it's very hard to see somebody who is not tribalistic, doesn't have religion differences. You know, it's very hard in Nigeria. So Mr. Tose, he is. That's why I'm going to give him award, a gift of 10 million naira. A gift of 10 million naira. So that I should take care of himself, because it's something that I never see, and it's admirable. So I'm giving him a gift of 10 million naira. So on behalf of Mariam Abacha University, no problem now. It's a PhD. Yeah, don't worry. So I'm going to give Dr. Tessa Erabo a gift of 10 million naira. So dear students, thank you very much for the opportunity that was given to me to talk to you, and I wish you all the best. I want to see successful people that can rule the world, successful people that can do better than us among you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a standing ovation. A standing ovation. Hey, man, did you see that? Everybody wants the anointing now. They are rushing to the registrar. They just want to touch the hem of his gown right now. I tap from here. The registrar, I tap from this place. Well, please be seated. Please be seated. These are what you call historical moments. They are once in a lifetime moments. That this one is not a matter of waiting to reap your reward later. Just because the registrar is known to be doing the right thing, he is not sectional. He is not tribalistic. He is not religious-minded. He just treats you as a human being. And as I said earlier when you were being called out for word, that someone somewhere might just take note. And you see what has happened to him today. But I prophesy that such good things will visit each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. The special guest of honor, Professor Adamu Gwazo, has said it all. Please, one house. Please, one house. We are almost done. One house, please. Please, one house. So that we can hear the sound of the alert when it enters. I knew when the special guest of honor was saying, mercy, mercy. And I was saying, have mercy on me. They said, no, it's not that one. It's thank you, merci beaucoup. I said, okay, I thought it was have mercy on me, mercy on me, mercy on me. All right. Please, the rep of the coordinators, the representative of the coordinators. Oh, sorry, please. Sorry, please. Thank you very much, Doc. Now we have number 11 item. That is admission of newly inducted med lab scientists into the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. This is to be done by the chairman, MLSCN chapter of AMSIN, Oji Nnaji, assisted by Dr. Samuel A. Fashobo, who is the General Secretary. Oji Nnaji, please. In 2 minutes, because we need to round up. He will just welcome you. I don't have the authorization. I could just have said welcome and you go. But I don't have the audacity.
Thank you, sir. The chairman of the governing board of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Professor Gwarzo, the special guest of honor, Professor Gwarzo, the board members here present, the Golden Registrar, sir. I want to tap from your anointing, sir. Distinguished present, very senior colleagues, all other protocols duly observed and recognized. It is with great honor and privilege that I have been called upon to admit this very young, qualified medical laboratory scientist into the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, ma. The Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria is an arm of the profession that caters for the welfare, advancement, and concern of medical laboratory scientists all over Nigeria. It is an organization that ensures that this profession does not go into extinction. This is the arm of the profession that stands for you as members in thick and thin. They fight for the welfare of every medical laboratory scientist all over this country. They ensure that your rights and privileges are not denied you wherever you find yourself working. There are some responsibilities required of you as members of Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. One, you must support AMSIN, that is Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, by regularly paying your dues, annual practice dues. Two, you are to participate in all annual general meetings, workshops, and conferences. You are also to participate in their annual public health lectures to ensure quality management in laboratory practice. On behalf of the National President, Professor James Garba Dame, and other national executive officers of Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, I, Ojin Nachi, with my secretary, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, MLSC in chapter, will hereby admit you as members of Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Ojen Nachi, the good man. The good man. You are now all admitted into the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. That's another honor, another feather to your cap. Thank you. Now I have the privilege of calling on the representative of the coordinators of this program, the foreign graduate program at different centers, but they have a representative. Please to come and give one or two remarks, please. The shorter, the better. We are giving honor to whom honor is due. Thank you. Madam, welcome. Nice to have a lady mount the rostrum.
I hope I can do better than you are doing now. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on existing protocol, but while doing that, I cannot stand here without giving honor to whom honor is due. I want to appreciate and acknowledge the presence of the chairman, Governing Board of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Professor Gwazo. Sir, you are welcome. I want to appreciate and acknowledge the golden registrar turned millionaire in this golden opportunity and induction ceremony that is making waves. In the golden arena, Dr. Tosan Irabo, my brother, I acknowledge you. You are doing well. I want to acknowledge the president of Miriam Abacha American University, Marabe, Niger, and Kanu campus, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwazo. I acknowledge your presence and I acknowledge all you've been doing. I want to thank God for the privilege to stand here to make a brief response and comments on behalf of all the coordinators of the Foreign Graduate Training Program. The training program for foreign graduates started in 2017, and I can see today, this 7th induction, we have matured. We have matured in the sense that the graduates we are turning out are more in number. The quality of training and examination has improved greatly, and we are proud and happy to be part of this. We want to also thank God for the parents who have spent their hard-earned money to send these students and graduates today. They are my colleagues to the training centers. While in the training centers, I want to applaud all the coordinators. That we are inducting this number today means we have done a good job. The lizard says if it goes up and comes down, nobody is telling him thank you. We can tell ourselves thank you. To the graduates, we have done much. We have taken you. Some came in very raw. We took you into the oven and we baked you. You came out this afternoon shining, and we expect that you will represent us well. I want to also let you know that medical laboratory science is a profession, and the license is to represent the profession in learning and in character. The guest lecturer did a good work on point this afternoon to tell us all it takes. We expect the best from you in conduct, in character, and in practice. And we hope to see you shining. We want to thank God for the privilege to have nurtured and bettered you to become medical laboratory scientists, and we expect that you will do better than us. To the council who has given us that opportunity, we say well done. We want to appreciate the board, the chairman of board, and all the management staff, because for a program to come of age to this extent, it means there were suggestions along the line, and all the suggestions were well taken, and there's improvement, and we hope on this board to continue to improve on the quality of training. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Madam. She has spoken. That is one of the pioneer coordinators of this program, and she is still standing with the council, standing with all of you. Please, if you appreciate that, you will show that by applauding her. Please put your hands together for Madam. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now we make some progress. We are almost at the finishing line. But before we continue, I'm informed that two graduates, two newly inducted med lab scientists, did not submit their code of conduct. You see, that was what I tried to warn against. They have searched, they have counted. Two of you, your code of conduct cannot be found. And I said that could amount to code of misconduct, but you did not listen. Now, it is easy to delete even your picture, so nobody will know you showed up. It's very easy. Technologically, they will just press delete, and wherever your picture appeared here, it will vanish. So you will do yourself a favor by going to locate those who collected from your colleagues and please hand over it will be a bad thing for you to have spent all this time and energy and you will not be counted. Please take that very seriously. Now we will take the vote of thanks. Vote of thanks. And that will be taken by sorry, I'm told I'm running too fast. I don't want to keep these important dignitaries waiting a minute more than necessary. Please. So we take a very brief remark. Very brief, 2 minutes. 2 minutes from the rep of the foreign graduates. The rep of the foreign graduates. That's those inducted today. Your representative has 2 minutes and I've already started counting. He's here. Thank you. He was the one that presented the awards earlier. So the award we are giving you now is to allow you to talk to all these people. Well done.
Thank you very much. To give a brief remark, let me acknowledge the presence of the guests of honors on the high table. Firstly, I acknowledge the presence of the chairman, governing board, MLSCN, in person of Professor Muhammad Yalwa Garuzo, the registrar, CEO, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, who is also the chief of hosts for today's ceremony, Dr. Toson Iriabo, the president and founder of Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gorozo, members of the MLSCN Board of Directors, all our coordinators across the 7 centers, other distinguished honors, my fellow respective professional colleagues, our parents here on ground, I want to appreciate each and every one of us for this opportunity given to us. I'm standing here on behalf of my colleagues, which total number 338, who are now professionals, medical laboratory scientists today. I want to appreciate you, sir, for all what you have done. We really appreciate you. We've undergone a very thorough training across these centers. And I'm standing here, sir, to give you a word of assurance that we have gone through the training which you have landmarked for us. I'm giving the assurance that we are going into the Nigerian medical health services to do our best to outshine our colleagues. And we are telling you that we would show our high dignity while we are practicing, sir. On this, I want to call on my fellow professional colleagues to rise and stand up to give a very sound word of appreciation to our registrar here, sitting down here, and other members of the dignitaries who are sitting on the high tables. Please, let's give a sound word of appreciation by saying, thank you, sir. I can't hear the sound from here. From here, from that tent over there. We really appreciate you, sir. On this note, I really want to inform my fellow colleagues to please, we have taken an oath and we should show high level of dignity while we are practicing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you for this time out. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rep of the graduates. You have spoken very well, and you've spoken with erudition. As I always say, only those who have ears will hear. So he said, colleagues, let's go out into the world and make council, make our alma mater proud. The ball is now in your court. I wish to proceed, and I hope I've not omitted anyone again. I wish to call on Mrs. Ioma Nzako, the head of unit of registration, to please come and give the vote of thanks. Welcome, madam.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege and honor to be the chief servant. Today I served all of you. I decided to do it. It's the profession. I love it. I'm happy to have new colleagues in the profession. You are welcome on board. Today, at this hour, it's my honor and privilege to give the vote of thanks. I wish to appreciate and thank everyone present for honoring this invitation to this 7th induction ceremony of foreign graduates of medical laboratory science this day, 11th May 2022. The success of this program is teamwork. Looking behind me, you see my team. Here in Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, we have learned to work as a team. Even as a scientist, wherever you are going to find yourself, don't make yourself an island. Teamwork. You are going to meet mentors, then mentors, mentees. Don't separate yourself. Mingle. People will say, mingle, mix with people. Make an impact. Leave a footprint when you are not there. They say, people will say, I wish, this person, I would like to have that person around in our team. Please, teamwork is very important. Excuse me. At this juncture, I would like to first appreciate the chairman, the governing board chairman, then the other members of the governing board here present. And we have the special guest of honor, the president and founder of Miriam Babangida, Miriam Abuja University. Please, you have made our day. And CEO. I heard when you gave that money, you said to our no, you didn't say registrar, to Dr. Tosani Rabo. We tap the anointing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for recognizing our registrar. At this moment also, we have to remember, have to appreciate our TMC, the top management committee. Then the 7 coordinators of the training centers here present, we appreciate you. You people, you did work. At the moment, we have the director and staff of my department. Who is my director? Aha, please. I love my director. This is... The way he pronounces his name, he said Gregory Ochola. Not Gringory, but Gregory. Thank you. And then the staff, you see them behind me, anchoring the program, making sure that all of you are well served. And again, I will mention the crew and the media for the publicity, making this to thank you, to make this occasion to be special. There is something I expected you. You people are dull. You don't know what it means to be a professional medical laboratory scientist. please come on board and feel it. It's lovely. People will be envying you. Please, you're a special person. Please, raise your shoulders high. Welcome on board. Thank you, and may God Almighty grant all of you safe journey as you go back to your destination, and remain blessed. Thank you.
That was Mrs. Ihoma Nzako, the mother hen, counseling, guiding, and instructively she pronounced the name of her director. Said it's not Giringari Akabok. It is Gregory Uchuno. Did you hear that? Mrs. Nzako, you can take a bow. You've taught us something new today. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see, if you have the program, you know we're about to close at the nick of time, just the way it should be. So if you have the program, as I said, please turn to the national anthem, be upstanding, visit the second stanza of that national anthem while we have the national prayer. Everybody, please be upstanding for your national prayer. Be patriotic. They are still standing. They are still sitting down there. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one moment, that after this event, the dignitaries will please line up here for a group photograph, after which they will move to the boardroom. They and the members of TMC will be received there formally. That's the instruction, please. Okay, let's start. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. So help us God. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. You have been an awesome audience. And please, a round of applause to everyone here present. Thank you, and God bless you. It's not in the program now. Ladies and gentlemen, please, just one moment. It's not in this program. It was an omission, but we must take the national anthem, please. One moment. Thank you.
I was built to be the best, number one.